that. I like 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 that.
Ah, boy, we are here and we are ready. Hey, Sandra.
Hey.
How you doing today, Sandra?
I'm doing fine. What's going on?
We got, look who up there in the corner, Uncle Sean.
What?
With a new microphone.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, look at, trying to sound like Isaac, look like he's in the studio and everything.
He's ready.
I know. What you say, Robert?
I said he's ready.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, please tell me why you growing this old man thing. I mean, it's been a distraction lately for me because I know you're significantly younger than me, but you're looking like Father Times.
I'm on a strike right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, keep hope alive then.
Yeah.
And then he's significantly younger than you anyway.
He is. He's 50.
You 50 what? 2, 3, 4?
4, about to be 4 in a couple of days, actually.
Ain't significantly.
That's
no
not
damn-
significantly nothing.
Well, you shouldn't. I shouldn't be looking like this and you looking like that. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's all I'm saying. You know, when you was born in 73 or somewhere up in there. You know.
Okay.
What's going on, RG? RG, I have to ask, you never answered my question.
Go ahead, because you know I'm gloves off now. They can't contain me.
So is that the Jones of the infamous Joneses?
Yeah. That's the Jones of I'm riding my mom and daddy coattail Joneses.
You know what? I don't know why people think that passing down these seats, you know, whether it be a seat on the council, whether it be a seat on the commission, or whether it be the seat in your mama's old neighborhood where you don't even live. Your daddy them probably still got property out there, but you don't live out there anymore. You know, and the only reason why they put her up to do that is to help a seller. I'm just saying.
Well, and to pass the baton, but you can't pass the baton if you live in the county. But that gives her 4 years to get the thing right, get it right, and come back over here.
But
I'm gonna say this out loud, and I don't mean no harm. I've never seen a bunch of folk who are over the age of 45, because I'm 46, who have dead set on making sure the youth are not involved, and who are dead set on making it go their way. And it's the same practices that they do at the city. And the thing that gets me, I had a younger resident. This guy is 3 years younger than me. He said, "I'll never come back again."
yeah, you know, I mean, and yet they get nothing done. You know, it would be a difference if they were getting things accomplished, if they were really advocating, you know, but all they want is titles.
Yeah.
All they want is titles. And that is the sad part. That's what I find very sad about Savannah. You know, that most of the leaders, they don't know what leadership is, and all they really want is a title and for somebody to give them kudos. And the black ones, they're not even getting the kickbacks that the white ones get.
No.
They're getting crumbs.
Mhm.
And effing over their community for literally crumbs. Whereas, the Reed Delaney's of the world and all of them, when they're making moves, they're making $1 million moves, $1 billion moves,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And
Sean, tell us what you've been up to.
That's it.
well, trying to I mean, the weather's been very bad. I don't know if y'all heard
the flood.
The weather has been very bad out here, and so I've been just pretty much staying home because all of those floods, they're like maybe 20 miles from where I currently live or so, and and pulling out my policies and stuff like that, to see what I'm covered for, just in case. Which next week we need to talk about the scams of the insurance companies.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Robert asked you for topics this week. You had to give him as a topic.
Yeah, right. She ain't saying nothing.
Oh, y'all, I don't know if I told y'all, but since I've been sick, I'm so behind at work. Phil, I don't be reading the messages the way I used to. I used to read messages but y'all be talking too much.
What now?
I see y'all be talking too much. Get Nola. Get Nola. So yeah, I hadn't been you gotta call me, RG, if you wanna get a response. Yeah, you gotta call me and say hey,
I need your info.
Because I really did have some topics. I was just too busy to even send them.
Oh, I get it.
I want to know how these insurance companies just decide that, okay, after this, since we can't only get from you, we get your premium every day, but we don't ever want to give you anything, so all of the, if your house is even maybe slightly close to a flood zone, they're not rewriting policy that's been in place for years. They're doing it in Texas, they're doing it in Florida. I don't know what they're doing in Georgia, but yeah.
Robert, is you doing anything tonight? Did you put the comments up?
Oh no, I was over here working on a document.
Oh, go ahead.
To me, it's just all a scam.
Oh, it is. It is. I was talking to a friend of mine about that yesterday. Actually, it's crazy. Like, and don't, God forbid, you get a speeding ticket or something. You got automobile insurance. You're gonna go up by 50%.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Or if and then they say, well, if your credit score is not such and such, what the hell me paying my premium every month got to do with my credit score?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they will do anything to finagle more money out of consumers' pockets. And these are the things that we need. If Biden want to do anything, start cracking down on these insurance companies because it's all a scam.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our first topic since y'all had y'all vents for the day.
Okay.
And the first topic is we got two. The one y'all didn't get, but we got two general discussions. And the first one was, how much are you worth per hour?
Mm.
Your lowest acceptable hourly wage. What's your lowest acceptable hourly?
Well, I'll go ahead with that. So I actually have a consulting firm that I just, here and there. But right now, if I were to charge my regular rate, my base, the rate I think, no, the rate that I know that I should get is $300 an hour,
How much?
300 an hour, and that's base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I have my consulting company, and I charge $120 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just for me to sit down and talk to you about your nonprofit or talk to you about your small business. But if I have to do actual research and, things like that, I charge about $150 an hour with a minimum of 4 hours. So when people are calling me and saying, well, I want you to write a grant for me and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Do you want me to research, or do you want to do the research? Do you want to find the grant? Because if you find the grant, I can write it. But if I have to find the money and then write off for the money, I'm going to charge you $150 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And that is comparable to your 300 is comparable to your degrees and the amount of time that you've been in that field. And that's, I feel like the type of nonprofits that I deal with, they're small nonprofits. That's why I only charge 150. But with large nonprofits, I charge $250 an hour.
Okay. As an artist, and the way that I have been doing things my whole, it's like it's kind of based on the demand. As an artist, I wanted people to buy my art. So anything that they asked me for, whatever, I would go ahead and like if they, I like this. How much I could never. I was one of the people that I'm still one of the people that could never charge for my art. I'm more like the on demand type person. Um, it's the excitement I get out of it, what I charge. I kind of use it as my tithe and offerings in so many words. I give it for free sometimes just because it's like, hey, I felt like being creative and you popped up in my mind here, and I've been blessed. So I don't really charge by the hour for anything as long as I have, you know.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying though, and the reason I asked this question was I saw a video. I don't think I put it up, and it was this lady was saying that, uh, and I thought Jamal had put the video up, but I guess I didn't put that one in there. Where the lady was saying $18 an hour, $18 an hour. You better go get somebody out of high school and get $18 an hour. I'm not working for $18 an hour, and but and my thing is this: when you talking about an hourly wage, what are you making now? What are you making now that you wouldn't work for $18 an hour? What are you making now? And that's the thing. I mean, all of us might be saying, okay, well, I make this amount per year, and when you break it down, it averages out to $45 or $50 an hour. But say you didn't have a job, so you're not going to work for $18 an hour.
Oh yeah, you'd be crazy now too.
Well, yeah, you will. But that's why it's always good to to sharpen your skills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every year you should be going into the year with, classes you want to take, things you want to do to sharpen your skills. Because if they look at your resume and, the job pays a maximum of $25 an hour, of course they're only going to offer you 18 because they don't want you to max out early, but every I read a article a couple of years ago that said every 3 years you should be changing jobs.
That's crazy.
It said you should be changing positions or jobs. And the reason why they say that is because for every 3 years that you sit over 3 years in a position, you are shorting yourself between $10,000 to $20,000 a year. Okay, because if I was to go to Bechtel right now with the skills that I have, my asking price, can be $20,000 to $30,000 more than what I make right now. So you should always be in negotiations for your skills and abilities.
I agree. Like in the military, it was literally a crime not to seek progression. You could not sit in a rank. You had to try to get your boss's job. Everybody, like, you had to sit on a board and present yourself for the next level, but you had to try for the next level. It was no idle in the military. You couldn't sit idle.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. Every 3 years, if you're sitting at my job and you've been there for 3 years and you haven't brought, the only thing you've done was work for me. Nah, I don't want that. I want somebody that makes my job better or create, or wants the next, brings me new ideas, brings me new challenges, brings me new, I think that video that you was talking about, Julius, that young lady was talking about more the area she was in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of these people that's living in these cities where now it's like you're paying to live in these cities. You're paying to live in Atlanta and paying to live in New York. You're paying to live in the middle of LA. You're paying those and to have to cross those barriers to get to work to make minimum wage in that area. Right. I think, she should have been able to call it I mean, we're here down in Savannah, $18 an hour. Shoot, a lot of people smiling and bragging about that. Hey, I got a and without a TWIC card, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? But in Atlanta,
That's
you probably
nothing.
got high school kids that's turning that down.
Yeah.
Because right here in Houston, when 20 minutes away from me is two Amazon places, where they start you out at $20 an hour. Right out of high school, still in high school, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I can say this, that the cost of living in Houston is not as much as the cost of living in Savannah. That's crazy, ain't it?
North Carolina, and Dunn, North Carolina, they're still paying $500 a month for rent in a bedroom. I mean, a one-bedroom apartment, two-bedroom apartment. They're still paying like $5. And in Charleston, that same two-bedroom apartment is $1,650.
Yep. Yep. You know.
all according to where you stand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and I understand it. You know, when we go out, me and Charlie, we charge $150 an hour to consult with anybody. We tell them if you go over that 1 hour, it's another $150. So $150. So you might as well talk for 2 hours.
Mhm.
You know, but
Use
we
it
put the
all
camera
up.
on you, and it's
And you
it's
take
what we
Mr.
charge.
Charlie with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta take Charlie. We play good cop, bad cop, and you know, and some people balk at it, but you know, and I was just having this conversation today with somebody that, you know, they pay everybody else, and they just be frank, they pay the white consultants that price or more. And when we ask for it, they think we're crazy, but we bring better results than they do. We are on the ground and we are in touch with the community. We can deliver things that they can't. And that's what the whole problem is. And I was telling this person that I was talking to today, because she does something in the political arena, and somebody else, another guy, does something in the political arena, and me. And I was telling them what we need to do is just form our team so that we can compete with those guys who are on the other side, getting all the money ahead of us. Because see, they go to us separately and nitpick and give us peanuts, but they go over to this guy and give him $30,000.
Yep.
You know,
Right
but
off
they
the
will come
rip.
and bring me 3,000, 4,000 for doing a la carte stuff. You know, and I tell people that's why I'm so high. I'm high. I ain't gonna tell no lie. For the field work I do, I'm high. I'm higher than anybody in this city. But I give the best service. I give service that they don't give. If you read and see what I do, they don't do nothing like it. Once they do it, they're finished with it. I give you maintenance throughout the whole plane. You know, so it's a difference, but we got to start getting your worth. We're gonna go to a quick commercial, then we're gonna go to we're gonna come back and get into our second subject, which is a video, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
Have you ever experienced a Juneteenth event? Come out to Port Wentworth and celebrate our second annual Juneteenth Festival. Friday, June 21st from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Come enjoy our music, our food, our heritage, our culture, and our history. It will be plenty of fun for everyone. Juneteenth is American history. It's a day that we celebrate and remember. It's a day that we look back, but more importantly, a day that we look forward. Join us this June.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Yeah, that talk with her. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go to now. This is controversial, and I know all y'all got a saying on this one. Y'all ain't even on the agenda, but it's the video. We did the video, and I'm wondering, I didn't do right by this video now, and we're gonna go straight to it because it's who do we stand with? You know, people don't stand with us, but we're always marching and everything and helping everybody. But nobody helps us. Nobody want to be in the trenches with us. in this video with the sisters. A lot of profanity. So we're gonna warn you if you got kids out there. It's a lot of profanity because the sister's kind of like pissed off.
Why didn't we listen to Black women? Why did we not listen to them?
So no hate to this creator, because she did acknowledge that she basically didn't give a fuck until she was affected. But I'm going to use her video to make a point. Because over the last week or two, I've been inundated with angry white people mad at me because I said that I'm not going to put my body on the front lines to fight with them. And I stand on that. I said what the fuck I said. But this is the reason that I said it. Because you all lack empathy by default. And not all of you know, but most of you, I would say. The fact that it takes you being affected to make you give a fuck means that human decency is not your natural state. That's crazy to me. I don't have to be a fucking Holocaust victim to know that that shit was wrong. I don't have to be a slave to know that slavery is wrong. Like, I don't have to be affected by shit happening in this country to other demographics to understand that it isn't right. But y'all do. And I don't respect that. Because how the fuck are we supposed to trust y'all, stand with y'all, work with y'all, and you don't give a fuck on a basic level? It takes you actually feeling affected to make you care about other people. Like, this speaks volumes. And then you say, well, why didn't we listen to Black women? You did. You all have heard everything Black women have said. We've been saying the same thing forever. And what have you done? Exactly what you were doing until you were affected. Sitting back, steeped in privilege, enjoying your life, and watching everybody else suffer. And this isn't about her, you guys. This is just in general. This is the overall. The overall is that nobody gives a fuck until they're affected. But they expect us to just be on the bandwagon once they decide to care. That's not how shit works. If y'all really give a fuck, you guys hold the power. You should be out in the streets. You should be, the way you guys act like Karens towards all of us, that's how you guys should be acting towards the politicians. That's what you should be doing to change shit in this country if you really care. But you guys know you benefit from your skin color. You know that you've never had to fight the way everybody else has had to fight, and your mediocrity will fail you if you have to compete with people who've been oppressed, because it's just made everybody else stronger. But what does losing look like to y'all? Because you guys act like you're scared to lose. What exactly are you losing? What do you think would happen? There's already more Black and brown type of people in the world than white folks. If we wanted to do some shit, we would have been and done it. We haven't, because we're not like y'all. We're different. We don't hate by default. We're family people. We're familial. Y'all are not. So there's nothing to fear in that aspect, but maybe there should be. I don't know. But there's nothing to fear. We've never made a threat to y'all. We've never done anything collectively to you guys. So, I don't understand y'all. I really don't. It's like I do and I don't. I don't know why somebody has to teach you to be empathetic. That sounds crazy to me. But you expect us to trust you enough to stand with you. It's wild.
It ain't deep, RG.
You don't think so?
It ain't deep.
Okay.
It's what I said last week when I said Black people, mind your business.
Yeah. And see, so Sandra, that's from last year this time. Last year, that's from 13 months ago right there. And it is relevant today because, see, when you look at the fight with the Jews and the Palestinians, and then we are in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And then, but when it's a fight for us, every day is a fight for us in this country. Where are they? Mm-hmm. Why aren't they with us? See, we so quick to throw up, I stand with. Mm-hmm. I ain't never put that shit up because I ain't never seen them stand with me.
Exactly.
Stand with somebody who don't stand with me. We need to stop being silly.
Exactly. And Martin Luther King said that silence is what did he say? It was basically saying complicity. Mm-hmm. It's being complicit. Mm-hmm. Even if you say nothing, when our boys and girls are being, shot down in the street just for minor traffic stops, and when we can't get housing, and all types of horrific things have happened to us throughout the decades in America. But your silence makes you complicit. And you're not going to drag me like a tug of war in between you, the Jews, who have come over to America and exploited Black America, and the Palestinians who have just up to 2015, y'all was still enslaving Africans. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this to both sides. Okay? I feel like homegirl. I'm gonna mind my damn business. Go, Bernard.
Hey, man, girl, you something. You be cracking me up. But you know what? One thing I gotta say about you, hey, we keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? What I really want to say, I can't say because I don't want to get us thrown off.
But as long as you don't say the wrong words, you can say whatever you want.
I tell people all the time
that this show is about what you think. It ain't no need for us to be if we all thought alike.
Mm-hmm.
So say what you want, just don't say the wrong word.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say the wrong word. I was heading to Cheetah and I made a U-turn, so I came back. I'm just
my blue flame. Y'all gonna put one in the blue flame or something?
Nah, I ain't going to Magic City. They shoot it there.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to Cheetah. They don't shoot in Cheetah. They got Atlanta policemen in there. But so what was the question? What was the question?
It was a video.
Who should we stand with when nobody don't stand with us when we're pro?
I'll stand with Van.
No. Let me tell you right now, on a serious note, Van can kiss, where the sun don't shine. On a serious note. Hey, I did something earlier, right? The problem is nobody else. The problem ain't other race. The problem is us. We can't get along. We always throw each other under the bus. We always trying to take the white man money so we can shut up. We do each other wrong. All right, what look like us ain't always for us. Mm-hmm. So you need to stop going in the damn pulpit and vote for us because we Black. Trust me, you may get better off the opposite. And that's the problem I have, man. That's why I'm so frustrated. I get tired of us always saying the same damn thing. And we ain't doing nothing but tearing each other apart. You get in these offices, I guarantee you, y'all, if you name six mayors, you got more mayors in the United States than anything. And what they doing? Not a damn thing. I'm just being honest. What they doing? Not a damn thing.
Okay, I gotta get you back focused. I gotta get you because you missed the video. I'm gonna get you back focused.
All right, show me the video.
I gotta get you back focused. So the girl, she said we should have listened. The white girl said we should have listened to the Black women. Okay, and it's an emphasis on. Now, all of a sudden, all of them are raiding all these schools and protesting at all these schools and protesting in the streets. And, now 1/6 happened, January 6th happened, but the white folk want us to pick a side. They want us to pick a side between the Jews and the Palestinians. So, what is your thought on that?
Okay, first of all, the white girl need to shut up. That's my thought. There ain't no white woman in this damn country gonna tell me what to do if they ain't going to the struggle. Our Black women done built this country, they done stole this country. At the end of the day, I ain't picking a side of neither one of them because both of them devils. We already in the United States of America. We got to pick. Either Biden the devil or we got to pick Trump the devil. So that I'm just being honest. Ain't no white woman ever gonna tell me to pick a side. Y'all pick a side. Y'all go back to Europe, where you come from. That's a question that we should have never even decide who we're gonna pick them. That's just my point of view. I'm reared up. I done had a couple bills, and I'm just telling you. Shit.
Well,
I
I think y'all have all said the right thing. You know what? And we're living this now today. We have so many of us, but now you hit it right on the head. I can't fathom why we eat each other alive and take pride in that mess. Like I try my best. If I can't help you, then I stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a culture that will beat each other down all because you got success or you got a challenge. That's stupid to me. That's ridiculous sadness when we got economic power out this world. But the part two of that, Chandra, that you were talking about, gentrification happens because we got folk that look like us that choose the wrong side. We're seeing it right now. We saw it in Charleston. We're sitting here in this city, and I don't get that. You know what kills me is in about 3 generations from now, black children won't even know there's a black race. You know why? Because they won't learn it in school. They're definitely not going to learn it from at home. And now, guess what? They're wiping out the neighborhoods. So, like your Copper Villages and your Liberty Cities and your Tatumvilles, you know, they're going to be extinct because you got the uppity Negroes that live over here in Liberty City who think they done made it. They ain't got to worry about the people in Tatumville. So you got that problem too. So it's ludicrous to me.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
Natalie said something very important. Y'all need to pull back up her
Let me see if I can get it.
what she said.
Let me see if I can find it. It must have been way back. Oh, here you go. I see
No,
it.
it was about 4 comments ago. It's about to be a Jewish hate bill, but we still can't get an anti-lynching bill.
Voting rights.
And we can't get the George Floyd policing bill. What other dumb holiday are they going to try to appease us with? The next thing that they'll be giving us is the Emmett Till holiday where they lynched him. You know, they beat him to death or whatever. Okay. Well, we're going to give y'all that holiday. We'll give y'all Emmett Till's birthday. You know, I mean, y'all know I'm already pissed off about Juneteenth. So, you know,
You know what? You know why they do
honestly.
Go ahead, Sean. How you doing, Sean? You look like Black Santa Claus.
Hey, yeah. Thank you, brother. I honestly believe that charity begins at home. It's hard. Somebody else's house or doorstep if your house isn't clean. You know, I feel like we need to stop. If we need a ceasefire in our neighborhoods before we need to push a ceasefire out there in a whole nother country. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with them using our money, our tax dollars, to fund a genocide, no, I'm not with that part and all that other stuff. I'm not with I'm not with them using our tax money for anything other than us. You know, I feel like we should have a system where it's set up where they show us where our money is going. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a black race. You know what I'm saying? We talk about reparations and all that other stuff. I think that our charity and all that other stuff begins at home. How can they funnel money for that's out of our kids' mouth in the foreign lands and all that other stuff? You know, I think the government needed it. I don't think Donald Trump is going to fix that. I don't think Joe Biden is going to fix that. I don't think the congressman down that we're voting for and all that other stuff around the corner. I think that it takes for us as a majority to sit back and focus on ourselves.
Well, you make a great point. And like always, this platform is to educate people, and that's what we try to do here. We try to educate. That's all we can do. We give our opinions, and we give it from a perspective from our experiences in life. We see things that other people don't see. A lot of the young people don't understand where we're coming from because they have never experienced what we've experienced. We know what's coming. They don't even understand or they can't even see the hatred. They don't see that the lines have been drawn in the last 4 years. last 4 to 6 years that the lines have been drawn. Because you have more people emboldened to act racist now. They're more emboldened. That's why I was telling you in this program, and we were talking today, and we have all these things that we are bringing to everybody. And I was telling Robert, because he showed us these Blacks for Trump, and we're going to be exposing that in a few minutes with some videos and stuff that we're going to be doing. But what I'm saying is that we can't be fooled, and we got a segment in a second, the fooling of Black America. We're so gullible. This whole program is about bringing us together. It's not against white people, you know. And I hate to sound like this, but some of my best friends are white. I mean, you know,
yeah, you got rainbow coalition, man.
It's not against white people. It's about making sure that we understand who we are. You know what I'm saying? And coming together. I got a group that we've started, an investment group. I wish everybody start one. You know, somebody I heard that a friend of mine started his own, but I want everybody to start one. Get 10 or 15 of your friends and put them together, and let's see what kind of money we can save. We got a segment on that later on in the show that y'all need to just stay and watch and share. You know, but this is what we do here on this platform. We bring information to our community. And there's never been anything like this. There's never been anybody giving information. There's never been anybody calling out the sellouts. We've never had it like this. And this is what we do. So we're going to continue to do what we do. And but who we stand with, you know, I'm standing with anybody that's staying with us. You young people, stop running out there for somebody who ain't going to run out there with you. Stop doing it.
Yeah.
Just stop. Amen. Y'all older people, stop putting up "I stand with" when they ain't standing with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, won't even let you in their store without risking you 7 times.
Yeah.
They're talking about you in their own language.
Yeah.
But I look like I'm standing with somebody, and then when it's time for it's an injustice against me, I don't know where the hell they at.
Yeah. You're right. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you what's the problem with us. Let me tell you, and trust me, I got a rainbow coalition in my family. I got a lot of black men, and we done stick everybody. We got babies all black, Puerto Rican, all that. That's just what it is. But we allow people to treat us this way. The bottom line, we'll allow that shit. And that's the problem. Stop allowing these agents to come in there and put toenail stores in our community. Stop allowing to put it what they put in liquor stores. Like, stop allowing us. You know what I'm saying? They do what they want to do with us because we allow it. And then this what kills me. We got these so-called Negroes talk in your face. And soon as you turn your back, they gonna sell us out. You stop being friends with sellout. And I'm gonna keep it real with it, because that's what this show is about, keeping the shit real. Pick a side. If you for us, you for us. If you not for us, then go over there with Van and the rest of them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, don't interrupt me, RG.
I thought you were done. Don't do that.
I ain't done.
You ain't getting no more beer because you acting up.
I'm acting up, but I'm telling you, I get tired of y'all be like, "Oh, we buddy." You ain't my damn buddy. I got 10 friends. I got 15 friends that we've been friends over 50 years, and Drew's one of them. I don't need no more friends. Don't come in my house. No, you ain't gonna come in my house because I don't know what you're gonna take. You know what I'm saying? So stop putting everything on other people that don't look like us. Put it on us. Because y'all got Savannah, Georgia. Y'all whole city council look like us. Period. And you got the head leader look like us, but smell like somebody else. You know, so selling us out and watch who you call friends. Everybody in your friends. I clean all my friends out if I ain't brought your ass in 24 and I left you in 23, that means you stay back there because I don't want you around. We gotta stop hollering and stop blaming every race on our problem. We got to deal with our own problem. I don't need a white man to tell me I got a house note due. I know my house note due. I know my gas bill due. I know all this due. I don't need them to give me a damn thing. And you ain't gonna get no Joy for a bill. And you ain't gonna get no 40 acres and a mule. And you ain't gonna get no Emmett Till bill. And we ain't gonna get no hate crime. We ain't gonna get none of that shit. So stop asking for it. Let's ask for something that we really can say, okay, we need to get this. And one more thing, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Stop always throwing our young kids under the bus. There's some very bright young kids out there. All we got to do is bring them to the table, and the old folks come together, and we come together as one. Mm-hmm. Trust me, y'all tried this 500 years, and the shit still ain't working. So let's try something new.
That's it. What I was gonna say, but not to add to what you said. What? So I hope I can remember what I was gonna say. What's so sad is people. You know, I was on the show yesterday, Vulnerable Communities, and I channeled my Bernard Brown. I went slap off, and I call people dumb. I call them out their name because that's what they are. And it's time out for being this. So I can't. Don't tell me to be respectful. Don't tell me to be what they call it, dignity. I don't care about all that. Dignity and decorum got your behind. Got your whole area about to be redeveloped. So my thing is this: we got to stop. If the leaders and the people that ain't gonna respect you, then don't respect them. And I mean that. We got to stop being like Malcolm X said. You know, we walking around here shaking hands and being nice to Kasim Reeds and the bands of the world, and we around here getting washed out. Mm-hmm. We're losing our communities. We're losing Brickyard. We're losing Carver Village. We're losing Vine City. We're losing our Black communities and getting pushed out when it's all economically. Let me tell you something about this house right here. Y'all, I looked at this house maybe 3 years ago, right around COVID, 125. This house is valued at $300,000 now. That tells you they're pushing us out. But we're going to sit here and we're going to respect the people that are in leadership. No, they don't get no amount of respect. They just as dumb as a donut. Because if you can't protect your community, then something's wrong with your brain.
We need to move on because we only got an hour left, and we spending a lot of time on these subjects that y'all keep going back and forth on. Good evening, Charlie Brown. You were talking, so I didn't. I had to mute your mic because you were still.
I thought you automatically keep it on mute until I come in.
No,
I still want to say hello, boys and ladies, and Sandra, for you. You know what your middle name should be?
What?
Continuity, because you always consistent. You're here with us, and I thank you for that. Your input, if you're not sick, you here with us, and I thank you, and I appreciate you being on the show, and your opinions to me value. Robert, it's good to see you.
Hi there.
Bernard, as always, you and I have a problem because you think you look better than I do, and you don't.
Which I do.
And I can see you got Sandy Claus down there coming, and Crystal won't be here to December, but I guess he is prepared. Robert, good to see you. And Julius, as always, please send me the check. Don't tell me it's in the mail.
Cash App it, I'm going to move quicker.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're going to get on.
How you doing, Uncle Charlie?
Charlie Brown, what we just got through talking about was who we stand with. And we were talking about we're going to stand with people who stand with us. We're not going to stand with people. And why should we march with somebody just because they're being affected now? But when we were being affected for the last 400 years, they haven't marched with us. They haven't stood up with us. They haven't protested with us. They haven't boycotted with us. And they haven't joined with us economically to benefit our communities. But every time there's something happening in some neighborhood or some country, we standing with them.
Right, out of sight, out of mind, completely. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So
there'll come a time when we have to look and say, when we need help, where were you? Mm-hmm. What goes around, come around. And we must take a stand a lot of times, and we must try to do the right thing for us because they don't care about us. But they want us to stand with them when time to stand with them. When we look for them to stand with us, out of sight, out of mind, and they make all kind of excuses.
Yeah. We don't care about ourselves, Mr. Brown.
That's the thing. That's
Shit,
the
that's
thing.
the problem. Hey, I don't need
Mhm.
nobody. Hey, if we stick together, trust me, if we stick together, we ain't got to worry about nobody walking with us. I got a question. What I keep hearing, and I see it on TV, and I keep hearing the same thing. So one of y'all clear my mind up. When you say economic, when you come to black people and everybody say, well, we not economic this or we not economic that, what do you mean? Because got plenty of money. There's a lot of folks out here. Trust me, we're doing better than a lot of white folk, black, whatever color you is. So break it down to me, Mr. Brown, about when you say we not economically what?
Okay, my interpretation might be different from others. I believe when you're economic, powerful, and strong, is that you go into a city and you control or help control city council, you help control government because you're economically strong enough to do this. That's what I'm saying. We could be wealthy, a group of us, but if we don't have economic among all of us, it's real difficult to come in. I'll give you an example. The Spanish people up in Atlanta, how they have took over the Chamber of Commerce up there because they put their money together and now they're economic strong, and so they can put demands on city council and other things.
What part? Atlanta? What part? Atlanta big now? Are you talking about Atlanta?
Yeah, parts of Atlanta.
Okay.
The chamber in Atlanta, the Brown Chamber is doing extremely well in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm telling you, they are, because I was affiliated with some of their correspondents and saw what was happening. Go ahead, Sean. You can piggyback. Go ahead.
Okay. I just fixed our black economic problem. I just figured it out and fixed it, doggone it. I just fixed it. I called a press conference, doggone it. I just fixed it. We go to every black church. Gather their pastor. Every black church. It's easy. It is very easy. Go to every black church in Savannah. Listen to me now and hear me later. And you tell them
Stop while you're here,
brother. They dedicate 10% from their churches tithe and offering that Sunday to one collective that all the black pastors are on, all the black churches are on, let them send that 10% to that one. That we have a council together. We put a council together, and I mean like a council of those pastors. Bring them together. Right there, it can start from there. One church, think about some of these, think of T.D. Jakes' congregation. T.D. Jakes every Sunday can pay off one of his congregations, every Sunday can pay off a mortgage of one of his most loyal congregation, person that been in his, I don't know what you call it, the person that been in his congregation the longest. He can every month, every week, he can go and pay off one of his constituents' mortgage. Isn't that giving back just for you not to have to pay your mortgage payment? I give that back to the church. I'd rather pay my mortgage payment to the church than to the bank.
Well, Miss Uncle Sean, you must.
I'll let you take that.
I could tell you haven't been to Savannah or none of his black churches because you
haven't.
mofos can't even get to the parking lot without getting their 10% and then some. So let's just leave that there. Let me give Bernard my perspective about when I talk about economic development and prosperity. I'm going to use the liquor license as an example. In certain municipalities, black folk and black and brown communities are left out of the conversation and are restricted from participating in an economic experiment. such as small business ownership, liquor licenses, and things like that. And so when you have policy that restricts the economic participation, our communities don't thrive because guess what? We can't open businesses. We can't keep, and if we do open them, guess what? They're going to want to create a Starland district and let them come take our stuff by rezoning. So that's how I see it.
I'm going to ask y'all all a question. Did y'all get this?
What is that?
What? Well, I Black Media.
The agenda.
What is that?
Let me take this off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. I got to ask y'all this important question. I got to ask y'all. Hold on. Where's that? Settings. Let me take this virtual background off. Because I need to ask y'all whether y'all got this or not. Did y'all get this?
The agenda?
Yeah. Because y'all all off topic. I need to just make 2 topics and let y'all just go off of that the whole time. Because y'all done took up a whole 58 minutes and we ain't even into our first topic yet. We did 2 general discussions, but y'all got to be a little bit more.
No, I did ask a question, Julius. He did ask a question. The round was supposed to be like that. Sometimes we have to go by not necessarily the agenda. We have to go by the moment. And that was the moment.
I understand.
There you go. Juju. Let me clear something up, Juju.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can have a topic that you sent us, but this hot. When it's hot off the press, you got to roll with it.
You right. You're exactly right. But these are topics that we need to come back and say, okay, let's do a whole show on this.
But next
y'all
week,
work passionate, and I appreciate what y'all are giving, but you got to be able to say we got an agenda that we need to stick by. See, when we make it to the big times, them people ain't trying to hear that shit. They want you to stick by what you got on this, because everybody waiting on it.
Yeah, but if it's hot,
and we're gonna go to a real quick commercial. We're coming back with some tough stuff, and it's just this is what we were talking about with me and Robert this week about the fooling of Black America, and see. They got some people fooled, but they ain't fooling me. I know everything. See, the Republicans have an agenda where they are marketing and they're paying people to act like they're with Trump, but they're not. And they're fooling us. Oh, man, y'all see that? Biden in trouble. Biden ain't no damn trouble. Those people are being paid. They're making it their stage. How you think they all got there and Trump just happened to get there and they all with Trump? Really? I mean, like like that.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
1 or 2 idiots.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Come out to Port Wentworth on June 21st and celebrate Juneteenth with us. Bring the kids, your family, and your friends and enjoy a day of entertainment, history, culture, and fun. Don't forget, the Port Wentworth Juneteenth Festival is June 21st in Port Wentworth.
What's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black. but I'm gonna keep it brief. It would seem as though I've got to call you people in again, and you people as in my people. Look like to me y'all didn't get enough last week, so bring that ass here, boy. Why on earth was y'all shucking and jiving down to the Chick-fil-A on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive to perform a minstrel show for Donald Trump? I know all of us seen Maya Angelou say, when someone shows you who they are, believe them, but it don't give comprehension. On the way to a fundraiser here in Buckhead, Donald Trump carried his cracking ass down to the Chick-fil-A in the West End. Now, for anybody who's ever been to Atlanta, you know good and goddamn well there is no reason you should ever need to pass through the West End to get to Buckhead from Hartsfield-Jackson. But he decided to stop there anyway to take pictures with the staff and give out free milkshakes to customers. I bet money he wanted to give out free chicken. But somebody on his team said, now that's a little bit too on the nose. I think they'll find us out if we give the inner city blacks free chicken. But it gets worse. This was a Chick-fil-A right behind the Atlanta University Center, home to Spelman, Morehouse, Clark Atlanta, and Morris Brown, where some of the country's brightest black minds are being molded into tomorrow's thinkers, leaders, and change agents, or so we thought. Because baby, what the hell made you think it was okay to have a Spelman hand etched into the annals of history placed across this man's chest? And this baby is young, likely impressionable, and is literally being ostracized for this action in real life, so I will not condone or participate in bullying her. But there needs to be serious consideration that sure, Spelman College is not an institution that is decidedly Democrat or Republican, especially with this new generation looking to dismantle the two-party system, which is largely made up of college students. But also considering the fact that we just celebrated 143 years of the existence of Spelman as the maker for black women's empowerment and the academic home of several black feminist icons, what we won't do is allow that heritage to be juxtaposed next to a walking antithesis of black women's liberation. And it wasn't just her. Apparently, a young girl from Clark, Atlanta took it upon herself to say on camera, this is Spelman, this is Clark, this is Morehouse, and this is Morris Brown, and we support you, Mr. Trump. Who is we, sister? What really made me gag, as in like throw up in my mouth a little bit, was seeing more than one slide of young black women clinging to this man's person with perceivable glee. But once again, these are just kids, and we can only hope that the social ramifications of this stunt will help them learn from their actions. But the actions displayed yesterday are but a microcosm of the way a lot of y'all be acting when it comes to fame and fanfare, particularly associated with Donald Trump. Let him offer you something, and all of his atrocities go out the window. He's done the same thing at black churches. He's done it at other HBCUs. He did it with those two very misguided black women, Diamond and Silk, parading them around his 2020 campaign as his hype women. He so very obviously uses black people as pawns to siphon votes from unsuspecting populations that he suspects don't take elections seriously enough to have an opinion in the first place. And I'm increasingly concerned that some of you can't see that we are falling into the same trap that was laid in 2016, or that you simply do not care. And right now, today, we cannot afford to be careless with our allegiance or frivolous with its representation. Well, him being president really didn't affect me, and he was shelling out those stimulus checks, so he good in my book. Say it with me. No, he did not. It was a lie. Congress said that you needed the money, and he wanted to say, fuck y'all for real. And even if you don't care that it wasn't necessarily his idea, what you do need to know is that his ideas are the ones that are making your everyday life terrible. The whole time you worried about a check that was gone, 2 weeks later? Exhibit A, his 2017 tax bill has steadily increased taxes for anyone making less than $75,000 a year, which is why everybody you know was looking at their refunds, or a lack thereof, crazy this year. Exhibit B, Trump appointed 3 conservative Supreme Court justices to the roster, and now y'all dodging the law trying to get an abortion. Women lost their reproductive rights with the overturn of Roe v. Wade. Minorities lost a supposed fair shot at higher education when they took affirmative action. Businesses have been given the right to discriminate against people on the basis of their gender and sexuality. The Voting Rights Act has been weakened, and any attempt at canceling student loan debt has been blocked at every turn. Up until recently, I guess Joe did that one thing. But they've already told you they're going for our civil rights next. And Trump has already told you if elected, he'll do everything he can to make sure it's the last election we've ever have. But you thought it was cute to give the backwater racists that live down the street from you even more rhetorical ammunition to support his delusions of grandeur to rid us of a free election. Public opinion can sway elections, everybody. That's quite literally how it works. That's why celebrity endorsements are so important. Yes, there are people that are always going to vote for him. And while the inverse is true as well, stunts like this not only rally his base, but can also sway undecided voters. But you know what else it does? Perhaps the most important consequence is not only having people vote for somebody who should literally be in jail, much less allowed to run, but it also influences people who know nothing about local candidates and will either make their whole ballot Republican in November or Christmas tree it. Tennessee's Senate just passed a bill allowing public school faculty and staff to carry concealed handguns instead of just getting rid of the automatic weapons. The Arizona Supreme Court just reinstated an abortion ban from 1864. This social media shit has real life consequences. We're in a time where at least 50% of adults in the United States get at least some of their news from social media. And doing something that may seem as frivolous as grabbing a photo op with Donald Trump is empowering the people across our states who have the actual factual plans and means to take away our rights and freedoms. So for those of you who feel like you don't actually have a dog in this fight and will do anything for a TV moment, I need you to think twice, 3, hell, maybe even 4 times about what you do in the public eye. Because as unserious as a place social media can be, it's time for all of us to be for real.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
You better say it. That is my girl. I watch y'all have to watch the parking lot, the parking lot every Friday. I watch it every Friday. But
she dropped that.
That's just not just some people say that's propaganda, but that's not propaganda.
No.
She is being truthful, and that's what's happening. And we are being hoodwinked and blinded by what's happening. And she spit it out and told nothing but the truth.
Mr. Brown, what do I say every week? I think she's 100% right. What do I tell y'all every week? These young people don't care about none of that. That's the sad thing about it. They care about what? This pocket.
Right.
I keep telling y'all that. I don't think y'all hearing me. All that don't matter. What matters to the voters right now, and this is why Biden's going to probably lose. You're not standing up and saying anything about Israel and Palestine. You're not talking about the economy, and you sending Kamala around here talking about abortion?
Well,
I'm just saying.
RG, I disagree with what you just said. And me and you don't usually disagree, but I'm gonna just tell you why I disagree. I disagree because we are an ally to Israel. Biden can't just say, "Stop it, MF. Stop this shit." He can't say it. He cannot say it.
But he's got to say something.
But the thing is, he's doing the same thing that they want us to do. They want black people to say something.
What I need Biden to do. This is why he got. This is what's
going on.
RG, let her talk. RG.
And I want y'all. Hold on, son. 1 second. When you finish, let somebody else go.
Okay, but she was right when she was talking about Diamond. You know how he paraded Diamond and them around, but then when one of them died, he didn't even know who funeral he was at. You know,
that's a fact.
And the thing that you're saying about young people loving money,
they're not loving money. I want to pay my bills.
Okay, young people do want to pay their bills, but I bet you they won't get it paid up under Trump.
And I'm gonna be very quick, Julius. This is what he's got to do. He's got to do this. I'm not saying pick a side. Just say we acknowledge it. We hope it gets better, and we're praying for them. Get off the scene.
Yeah,
you got to say something. Maybe you should become a Biden team so you could tell him what to do.
Listen.
Go ahead, Bernard.
Hey, I agree with Sonny said. I don't know what RG on, but he on something. Listen, I'm tired of RG. Let me tell you something. Anybody?
I'll be time November.
RG, can you let her talk? See, you come back. I already have to get on your shit. Mute him, Jew.
I can unmute.
Mute him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this him. Trump is the next thing to Hitler. The word that's coming out my mouth is the reflection of my words. Ain't got nothing to do with our black media network. Trump is a Hitler. Trump is a sellout. Trump done spent all his daddy money that he gave him. Trump used the system. Trump is gutless. Trump wife done went back to Russia. She ain't staying with him. Trump legal problem. The reason why he want to be president so he can hold off on all that nonsense that he got to pay. Anybody vote for that man in this country is a damn fool. I ain't gonna say the young people at the end of the day. All young people ain't crazy and stupid, RG. It just happened that he tried to pick on them. He tried to pick on them. But at the end of the day, yes, Biden need to step up. Yes, the Democrat need to step up. But damn if they're gonna let that gutless man be the president of the United States again at the end of the day and see what it is that he weak. He is some white man in American history. And somebody said, even Tiger Woods said this, and I'm surprised he said it. They said, "Hey, Tiger, tell me all the president." They said, "Oh, who you play with?" "I play with Obama." And the man asked him, "Who you play?" "I play with WWW Bush." And he said, did you play with Trump? And he said, you said president. You said president. He's a disgrace, and anybody vote for that gutless man, it is what it is. Trust me. He's trying to save himself. He's going to be right next to R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and the rest of them. And let me say this, and then I'm going to stop. The words about to come out my mouth is my flag, is not our black media. He was on that island too with Oprah. He played around with little young kids too. Let's call it like it is. He's gutless.
Personally, I think that these are the last days, to tell you the truth. These are the last days, the fall of Rome. This is both Russian push propaganda, Chinese push propaganda, is the fall, the beginning of the fall of America. Why? Because it feels like all the races, all the people that have been saving up ammunition, all the people that have been stockpiling and waiting for the end of the world and all that other stuff are voting for Donald Trump. And if he doesn't make it, now they have an excuse to go into the bunkers and to use the weapons and to use the ammo. Why? Because the storming of the Capitol, that was a soft hit. That was a soft hit. That was to show our weakness. That was to show the weakness in the defense and security of America and all that other stuff. This right here is the real push. When Donald Trump don't make it and all that other stuff, watch. It's going to seem like the purge, the night of the purge. Because everybody's going to go crazy. Oh no, what's Donald Trump going to tell us to do next?
I think
he didn't win. And from there,
I think it's pretty profound what you just say. I don't believe that it's been happening since 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. They say the world is coming to an end. Donald Trump is not the end. You got more good. You got more good in America than you have that certain segment. We will be okay. We will go through rough times, but we will reveal. We will come back. We'll be a stronger nation. I'm not buying into that. It's I let you speak. Yeah. Let me finish speaking now.
I'm gonna actually. No, you didn't let him finish.
You didn't let him finish. I did let him finish.
But you can go ahead. No, you did not let him finish. You couldn't wait to stop him. Go ahead.
Ask me the question.
Mr. Brown, ask the people in your age group about Donald Trump. It's black folks in your age group that think that Donald Trump is prophetic, that he is like that God sent him. At your age group, because I argue with my mom every day.
I know
about it. Every day they think that Donald Trump is here to stop. And I tell them, I said, Mommy, y'all been talking to us about the Antichrist all these years, and y'all can't recognize him when he right here in front of you.
The point is a lot of the older blacks my age saying that if you read scripture, it simply say God sent a wicked king to do what he need to do, and that's what a lot of them are reading, because they do read the Bible. A lot of people my age and older. I'm not saying young people don't, but I'm saying to you, we will be okay. We will go through turbulent time. He will not be elected president. We might have a major issue going on, but I'm not buying into it, and I will not buy into it. And I'm saying it's not going to happen, and I don't have to say, wait to see. Just watch my word, because there is a God, and I know we'll be okay. Trust me.
Okay, everybody.
Now, oh, great one.
Yeah, well,
I agree with Charlie.
Make it short.
I agree with Charlie in saying that we will never have another January 6th because these people that's sitting in the background, they saw what happened to those over 1,000 people that's sitting in jail right now. And Donald Trump ain't sent a dime, Now you do have the idiots. I saw one on TV the other day saying he didn't have enough money for tuna fish, but he was supporting Donald Trump's. He was sending the last he had to support Donald Trump's what do you call it, campaign. And I'm just like, well, your ass need to starve. You, your children, all of y'all need to starve.
Well, let me clear it all up. First of all, the reason that those people that are thinking that Donald Trump is the best thing since sweet tea is they aren't paying attention. All they see is the headlines, and they think
RG
is something.
Hey, me, I'm telling you the truth.
No,
you can't demand these people.
All this stuff is staged, and all these things are staged. They have a machine that is outthinking the Democrats.
Thank you.
So they said that what we'll do is we'll get over here and we'll pay these students to act like they're actors, and they're staging these things.
Thank you.
They're not for no Trump. They're getting paid. A paid person don't mind who they support. The next thing is this video that this girl just did needs to be a training video in every household so you can look at it 4 or 5 times because she talked real fast and I want everybody to understand everything that she said. This is a training video. Just like everything she was saying and Charlie was saying, that's right. Yeah, she was telling the truth. It wasn't nothing that she was doing. All this stuff is true. Go and research it. But see, most people are just stuck in the past. Black people need to get out and vote. Black people need to wake up. Your voice is powerful. If you go out and vote, then you can change things. But let me tell you what's going to happen if you don't and you let this person get in there again. Only thing I agree with Donald Trump on is the wall. I agree with him unequivocally about the wall. Shut it down. Nobody else need to be coming over here. Not a damn soul. Nobody. No, at no point. I don't even understand how the Democrats don't understand that. Nobody should be coming in this country ever unless we let them in. The borders are okay, Charlie. We'll get to you in a minute. Just stay still. But what I'm saying is that we just need to understand that we need to wake up. Mm-hmm. We need to be as one. The church, Sean, with what you said, the church has failed us.
Yep.
The church has failed us. Next week we're gonna have just 2 topics, and the church gonna be one of them. So y'all come prepared to talk about the church. The church is gonna be one of them. The church has failed us miserably. All these preachers think about now is their 501(c) and their and what the church can pay them and put in their pockets. There's no advocacy for the people no more. It's advocacy for money. So we have a big problem, and we're the only ones in this county saying anything about it. We're probably the only ones in this state saying anything about it.
Probably in the region.
So what we have to do is continue our path. It don't matter. Keep striking the stone. One drop of water at a time. The stone will break. It's pressure.
Yeah.
I know.
You're absolutely right.
I know. It's short and sweet, Bernard. I know Chick-fil-A was staged. And the reason it's staged because Kathy, the man who owned Chick-fil-A and the franchise, he supported Donald Trump hard and heavy. Yeah. So all that was staged in Atlanta when all the black people came up and said, we behind you, Mr. Donald Trump. We love you and all that. They got paid to do that. The man who owned the Chick-fil-A help promulgate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. And Sonya was right.
Yeah.
They are being paid to do that.
Yeah. But if you look at yourself, if you look at the Republicans don't have nobody else but that fool. They don't have nobody, and that's a disgrace right there. If that's the only person, the only candidate that y'all got to run for y'all in trouble. And let me piggyback on something, Sean. And not getting on you, Sean, and I'm not getting on you anything like that.
No, I'm saying hey to Jamal.
Oh, okay, Santa Claus. Okay, Santa Claus. But, hey, I'm saying this. Don't when you bring up pastor, that's a disgrace right there in itself. At the end of the day, they doing more crooked things than Donald Trump doing. Okay, they got more skeleton in their closet than Donald Trump. Y'all going around here and y'all listening to T.J. Jakes and they all listening to them, and they ain't gonna get y'all to heaven. They gonna get y'all to hell. So stop listening to people that think they for y'all ain't for y'all. Let me think about black folk. One thing about us now, we gonna tell the truth. If he been to P. Diddy party, he been to P. Diddy party. If they would mess around with these little boys, they would mess around with these little boys. Stop being stupid. At the end of the day, period. Stop being stupid. And Donald Trump, let me tell you right now, whether he the president, ain't the president, trust me, it is what it is. But that man, like I say, I put him in the same boat as Hitler. He's a Hitler to American or United States. He may not, I ain't gonna say, you never know, but there's a lot of people in their grave because of that. Trust me on that. My opinion is my opinion, and not our black media opinion is my opinion. So if you want to sue somebody, sue me, not our black media.
Just short and sweet. I don't think the Republicans, if Donald Trump is not right, the Republican convention, they're going to draft someone else because Donald Trump might be in jail.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Hey, if
he
my
might
baby
be in jail.
Yeah. If my baby Fatty get to him, shit, he is her fine self.
You muted, Jew.
They're trying to disqualify Fanny right now.
Exactly. And push the case back already.
Yeah. So we need to watch that carefully. See, because they're showing us who we are and who they are. And if we don't understand who we are and what our power is, and we don't understand that this is the time to unite. See, we don't want to do nothing until after it affects us. We don't want to do nothing until after the people put the knee on our neck and put the knee on our neck. We don't want to do nothing until we see that the check has been cut off. We don't want to do nothing until we see that we can't pay the rent and that there's no help coming no more. That's when we want to start acting up, and then we want to start getting up. No, the time is right now. If you want to stay in the situation that you're in, then maybe you need to. I mean, you don't need to stay in that bad situation, but it's going to be better than what it is if the other person takes over, because they're going to cut every damn thing. And those white people who are the trailer park trash that are out there, who Donald Trump going to show them who he is also. He's going to show them that he wouldn't even shake their hand or walk in their house. So they don't understand, but they're just those old racist tendencies are coming out. That had to be hidden because they were in fear of being fired from their job or talked about. They don't care no more because you got somebody like Donald Trump that's advocating for them. And if you let this man become president again, then shame on you. Ain't nothing. If you too lazy to carry your ass out there and vote because it's raining, because it's cold, or because it's snowing, or because it's too hot in the South, then when the foot get on your neck, the foot just on your neck.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. Okay, this question is big. I mean, like y'all, the educated ones, and all this other stuff, and I'm wondering if
you are educated too. Don't.
No. But what I'm saying is, like y'all know the laws when it comes to it, because wasn't the like, okay, the votes from Ted and all that. I mean, not Ted, Kennedy. And then I heard that Nikki Haley been gathering votes still in like all these other primaries and all this other stuff. But the independent parties that throw their people in, right? We already know everybody that's going to vote for Trump is going to the ballot boxes to vote for Trump. They're going to swallow the Trump vote. Those Trump voters are going to vote for Trump. Now, these guys that don't vote for Biden, but vote for, say, the independent party and all that other stuff, that throws Biden's votes off. Correct? So wouldn't it be like a strategy to throw the stronger independent in there to disrupt the vote, knowing that Trump voters are going out there and voting for Trump? Biden is like kind of throwing up right now.
Well, the thing is, that could be a strategy. I don't see nobody doing that at that level. I mean, at a local level, yeah, but I'll be honest with you, and people hate when I say this. Honestly, the best candidate is Cornel West out of the four. He is the best.
We're not talking about
y'all don't like it. He is the best. He has the most.
Cornel West might be. You the best candidate.
Read his platform.
You the best candidate.
Listen. Jew.
Cornel West don't have a snowball chance in hell of winning.
He may not,
why
but
would
he
you
is the
lose
best
your vote on
candidate.
that? You might as well vote for Trump.
Yeah, listen. Stop.
It doesn't matter, Mr. Brown. We talking about two different things: the best candidate and the best platform. He's the best candidate.
Yes.
Go ahead,
let me say this here. RG, let me say this here. Stop giving these young folks a narrative and mixing their mind up about the shit you talking about.
I'm telling the damn truth.
You ain't telling the best damn candidate.
You ain't gonna like
you talking about.
Biden ain't shit. I said
half the stuff you talking about. I don't want to hear all that shit. I don't want to hear all that shit. What did he say? What you doing is
Biden can barely stand up. What are you talking about?
I don't give a damn if he can't walk or can't see. You right here giving these fake narratives to these young kids to go vote for Donald Trump, which is bullshit.
But okay, now watch this. We on our black media, but we can't even talk about the black candidate. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't want to hear that shit from you.
Who did you say is the best candidate?
I said Cornel West is the best candidate.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
You ain't even read his damn. Did you read his platform? But you haven't. First of all, he's advocating for you.
Mute him.
Biden is.
Mute him.
Hold up, Julius. I'm gonna just say this. First of all, when you have a candidate that can't even get 1% of the vote, 1 fucking percent.
I didn't say
what. One thing is this: why would you encourage anybody?
Well, encourage nobody. Stop mixing my words. Listen.
Anybody to vote for a candidate that cannot win.
When did I say vote for the man?
You just said it.
Use your damn ears.
No, you just said it.
I said he's the best candidate. He is the best candidate. Why didn't read the man platform? Black vote.
You said Cornel West.
He is the best candidate.
Cornel West is just like what was that girl's name in y'all marital thing that she just kept popping up, but she didn't, she couldn't get over her mama and a couple of their cousins to vote for her.
I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you, is he gonna get votes? I don't care about how many votes he is, but he is the best candidate. Look at his platform.
Why you keep cutting off? This ain't the damn watch.
Because y'all are talking about something I'm not talking about. So if you're not going to talk about what I'm talking about, then it's null and void.
Nobody's going
to hear that.
I didn't say nobody's going to vote for him. I think he's the best candidate. Listen.
They're not running a... Cornel West has been historically Democratic.
Okay, so...
He is running... Right now, he's running an independent platform.
He's actually running for another party.
In his mindset, he is set to try to take he has been positioned to take votes from the Democratic Party. He's
No.
There
not
you
gonna
go.
take,
Who knows
Yep.
what's too small for that, baby?
he's
That's
not
my
going to
left
take any
Yeah.
of Trump's
I can tell
voters.
I can tell you haven't read the stuff.
He's
Go read the
not.
stuff. Stop talking. Go read the stuff.
I don't know who Cornel West
Go read
is.
the stuff. Go read the stuff.
Who
Go read
he
the
is.
platform. Because the thing
I
that blows
know
me
who he
is
is.
I
he's
know
the
who
only
he
one out there
stands
that's
for.
advocating for our
RG, we
community.
We
ain't gotta read this
understand
damn
all that,
We
Cornell.
All y'all
understand
do is
all
never
of
read
that.
the
But
stuff.
that's just like them putting Michelle Obama out there to run against
But
Joe
that's not
Biden.
what's going on.
But
We
what I'm
understand
saying
stuff.
is
Okay.
he has never been an independent.
Who
He has
cares?
he's always been Democratic. So my thought is if he's coming in as an independent, he's coming in to do one thing, that is to steal votes from the Democratic Party.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll read the man platform and then
The
talk to him.
We understand his platform, RG.
You'll lose.
Everybody hasn't read it, but it's obvious.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
obvious.
RG.
If you
What
read
is
the platform,
RG?
you would have said.
First of all, we ain't got to go read his damn platform.
Well, then shut the hell up then.
You say,
Because you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, RG, you go in the back and read his damn platform.
I already did. That's why I know I'm talking about. I wouldn't say that.
Listen,
Sonya, we agree with you say. We agree with you say. I don't know what's wrong with you,
but y'all are sitting here telling me that you're going to advocate for a man who can barely stand up, but you won't go read the other man's platform.
But Robert,
what does shit got to do with it?
What they're trying to tell you, Robert, is the man that you got that has the best platform is only going to get 1% of the vote and hurt your chances. Listen, you got to be too smart.
Y'all are talking about something totally different.
Robert,
I don't give a damn how many votes you get.
You too smart not to know this, Robert.
I don't care. Y'all are talking about what the man going to get. I'm saying
the same amount of votes as Cornel West.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. I'm saying he's the best candidate. Y'all are missing
He's the best candidate for 2028.
I don't care if you get one vote. He is the best candidate.
He is.
Jesus Christ.
He's the best candidate for 2028.
No,
he's the best candidate now.
He's the best candidate for
Gavin Newsom will be the next president after this election. Hands down. No, ain't
Man,
RG,
what?
Gavin Newsom
I will vote
will
for Gavin.
be the next president after this.
I will vote for Gavin.
I'll sit back and please, y'all be nice to each other, but you're entitled to your opinion, and I hear where you're coming from, but Julia say something interesting. Gavin Newsom might be the president now. If Joe Biden should get sick and cannot run, Gavin Newsom is shadow the campaign now. And that's why him and Ron DeSantis had a debate. Clearly, Gavin Newsom is well polished, and I won't be a bit surprised if Joe Biden all of a sudden gets sick or something happen. Gavin Newsom will step into the gap. And Donald Trump cannot beat no Gavin Newsom. Not close.
No.
Gavin
and
Newsom
you are right.
It's kind of true because it's like a setup. It's a big set up. And like you said,
next week, y'all come talk about the president, and we're gonna talk about
it's churches and the president.
The church and the president. We ain't gonna have no other damn subject. You ain't got to send none in. We already got it ready. Y'all be ready to talk on the church and who should be the president. Then we ain't talking about nothing else but those two things, and that's it. Okay, so y'all can put all this energy in that next week. Next week, Jamal, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say this right here. I was offended by Charlie Brown. I love Charlie Brown, but Charlie Brown was talking about my fraternity brother, Truett Cathy. Truett Cathy is a member of Delta Sigma Pi, with myself and Mayor Van Johnson. I was there at his initiation in Atlanta, Georgia. So I cannot allow Charlie Brown to talk about my frat brother, Truett Cathy, the owner of Chick-fil-A. So I have to share that.
I didn't hear what he said.
He was the owner of that Chick-fil-A over there?
No, he said the real owner.
Truett Cathy is the owner of Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
He's the founder of Chick-fil-A, and he's a member of Delta Sigma Pi professional fraternity, that I'm a member of, and also Mayor Van Johnson is also a member, and
Well,
I was at
oh,
the invitation.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. But he's
Yeah,
still a
we thought
strong
that he was
supporter
going
of
to say
Donald Trump.
Hey, Charlie, we thought that
He's a
he was going to say
strong
something
supporter.
intelligent, but he failed us on that part.
Oh man. Hey,
We thought he
anytime,
was going to say something intelligent.
anytime
Y'all
hey,
hold on. We got a couple of subjects left, but we're going to get we got to pay the bills. And
You change this show to Jewish Hall Show.
Do you make the agenda? Are you on time? Shut the hell up.
Don't worry about it.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Transformative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Creative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Compassionate, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Leadership, that's what Sonya Jackson demonstrates. Dedicated, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Chatham County, there's never been a tax commissioner like Sonya Jackson. She has made the office more accessible, more consistent, more convenient, and more service-friendly. Let's keep Sonya Jackson while she takes the tax commissioner's office to new heights. On May 21st, cast your vote for a great public servant. Vote Sonya Jackson for tax commissioner.
America After Dark with Bernard Brown, Mother's Day, Mother's Day. I'm better.
All right, so Jamal wanted to say something, but I wanted to make something clear. I am the police on this damn show. And without me, there is chaos, okay? Without me, there is chaos. So I'm going to control it the best way that I can. Look at Charlie Brown. That's why you choking on that Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I'm choking on that crap you talking about. That's what I'm choking on.
Go ahead, Jamal. You got to talk into the mic or they will not hear you.
Okay. Well, I apologize. One thing I'll say is Bernard alluded to it. He said that Trump, people don't realize, is akin to Hitler. That all the same type of charisma that Hitler used in that way again. And then Germany turned. So no matter what, people like saying, no, we were all good. We all fine. But then what happened? You had these underlings, and especially when we look at poor Caucasians, ignorant Caucasians, that they are adamant. And what Julius alluded to, what it is, as long as, even if they have the worst condition, as long as they know they're better than black people, it's all good. And so it doesn't matter that he hasn't improved any of their lives, but the fact that they can put you all in your places, that's what it is. And you're on the cusp of seeing something almost like Hitler in the United States. And do not take it for granted. And that when people talk the biblical times, guess what? People felt the same way about Woodrow Wilson. They felt the same way with regard to Herbert Hoover. So we just got to understand, like, we got to do what we can to cut that serpent head off. And that's what he is, a serpent. We can't even play about it.
Yeah, you're right.
How in the world a law and order president under so much law and order scrutiny right now? But he's the law and order president. He's the one that wants more. Those same police that he want out there on the street beating us are the same ones that should be locking the jail doors behind him. Like I said, anybody that votes for Donald Trump, literally, if they have a daughter, they're saying, okay, my daughter's pretty enough. I wish Donald Trump touches my daughter by the
grab her.
Stretch, Sean. That's a little stretch.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful.
That's a little stretch.
No, it's not.
I don't think nobody want their daughter to get molested.
Yes, they do.
I mean, basically, you're giving them that power to do it.
I mean, and it's like you're saying, it doesn't matter as long as, it makes you no better than the mother that will offer up her child for a piece of crap.
Y'all know what happened
It's
to Hillary?
almost
What happened to
the
Hillary?
same difference. And y'all should be talking about Tim Scott.
What happened to Hillary when she said all that stuff?
They canceled her.
Oh, okay.
Because, that's what we were in, cancel culture at that time.
Yeah.
And now,
But like I said, you're right.
Culture.
You know what? like I said earlier today on this program, stop worrying about other goddamn nationality. Let's worry about us, RG. Let's worry about us.
But I'm telling you the truth. You can't deal with the truth.
What can we
You
can
can't
do
do the
for
truth.
us?
That's the truth.
I don't know what you drinking or whatever. You
I
might
am
well,
just as-
you might well get on the plane and go sit in Trump house. Because that's who you want to vote for. But don't play RG. Don't come on this show messing these kids' mind up for them to vote for Donald Trump. Because I don't know what's
I ain't say
going
vote
on
for Donald
with you.
Trump. I told you to vote for him in a slick way.
Period.
Sandra, tell everybody where you can see that young lady.
All that stuff. Don't nobody care. This is what y'all are missing. Listen to me clearly. Use these right quick. Nobody cares about that, Sean. Nobody cares about the fact that he slept with Stormy Daniels. Nobody cares about the.
Everybody cares about it, Robert. We all care about it.
The five of us, right?
Yeah, the six.
And that's
of
gonna win
us.
an election.
6 of us care about. Well, 5 out of the 6
think
care
it was
about it.
asking-
You don't care about
Watch
it.
this. Watch
We
this.
care
Watch
about it.
this.
Sandra
Watch
to
this.
tell
Listen,
them
Brian.
how to
Well, hold
get
on,
that
listen now.
lady.
On one side, you
But
got
7
the
of us.
Sean. On one side, you got the elders. A lot of them who gonna vote for him. On the other side, you got a bunch of young, mad, angry college kids because you won't stand up and
What
say
elders
something.
you
who gonna
talking
vote
about?
for him. In the
What
middle,
elders?
we don't even know. So
Let's
I don't
talk
want y'all to get out
Let's
your
talk
feelings.
about the black
I ain't
people
the
who
campaign
we're
manager.
talking to
Get
right
out your
now.
feelings. It's the truth.
Because
The
ain't no
numbers
white
don't lie.
people looking at us right now. So talk to those black people. Ain't none of them
I'm
white,
telling you
ain't
the
none of them
truth.
people that you talking about
Mr. Brown,
voting
okay,
for no
hold on.
damn Donald Trump.
Mr. Brown, what the numbers do? What numbers don't lie.
That's
No.
correct.
Numbers don't lie.
And the
And
numbers,
only some idiots voted for him last time.
He is out polling Biden right now by 20, like by double
That's what,
digits. Come on,
that's what
bro.
the Republicans
No, he's not.
say.
Man,
I saw a
you know
poll
what?
say that Biden is
To
up
tell you the
12
truth, a poll never called me and asked me who I'm voting for.
Exactly.
So
When
I
they
don't
call
care.
you,
I don't care about
did
them
they call
polls.
you?
All
Did
I'm
they
saying
call you,
is-
Sandra? Did they
No.
call you, Charlie?
Biden,
And
don't-
I have
So
voted
how you
ever
gonna
since I
tell?
was 18
I'm
damn
not-
years old.
Right.
And everything but the dog catchers race. And I've never been called to ask who am I, but Trump
Wonderful.
did send me a text message the other day saying endorse
Can you
him.
text-
I'm
when
like,
you get
you
off the
damn
show,
kidding me.
I need you to text Joe Biden and say, "Stop being a wimp, stand up and say something."
Hey,
All right,
Good problem.
RG, you know what
Okay.
you're doing? Hey,
Okay.
let me say this. Stop being so goddamn negative. Everybody want to hear all
Man,
that
being
shit.
negative is the truth.
Yeah,
Let Mr. Brown
Listen,
talk.
listen,
Mr. Brown.
Here he is.
Let's Charlie Brown
Here
talk.
he
I
is.
want to hear all
Get
that.
Let
control
Charlie
of the
Brown
show
talk. Let
now.
Charlie Brown talk.
Noodle,
Y'all mad because y'all are mad because the Democratic
Noodle,
nominee is a wimp and
Noodle,
won't say nothing. The
Noodle,
numbers don't
Noodle,
lie.
Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
RG,
Oh, he's
you ain't
weak.
doing nothing but confusing people.
Obviously, you know what
He's
you're
weak.
saying.
Let him go. Let him go.
I see on the
Go ahead,
DVD.
Mr. Brown.
He's weak.
Mr. Brown, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
No,
Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
all I was gonna say, I think this is what this show is. The premise of this show, and y'all are doing just what we do. We supposed to agree and disagree. We all are not puppets, and we all shouldn't agree. Robert entitled to what he's saying, and you're rebutting him hard and heavy. And this is what this show about.
We got to change his mind.
This is what people want to see. They want us to engage. We can't just all go along with Julius with all that crap he spilled out his mouth.
Hey, Mr. Brown, wait a minute now. I'm tired of you getting on my boy. I've been knowing him forever now. I try to be
I'm
patient.
sorry.
I try to be patient now.
He
Back
spilled out
off.
crap out
Mr.
his
Brown,
mouth.
back off now.
Just like you entitled to jump on Robert, I'm entitled to jump on Julius.
Well,
This is
hey.
an A and B conversation. You see your way
Hey,
out of
well,
it.
I'm taking up for Jewish. You ain't taking up for RG. You
Right. No,
agree with
you
me?
know why I'm not taking up for RG? Because RG is in the dog. And he gonna stay in the dog.
Hey y'all, make sure that y'all follow my girl Lene Lee. She has she does social media. She has a episode that comes on every Friday. Friday for the last 2 years. It's called Parking Lot Pimping.
Parking
And
lot.
she does it
Tell them
like
how to get on there. Tell them how to get on there.
you can find her through Facebook. She's right there in Atlanta, actually. Yeah.
Well,
But
we contact her, Sandra, and see if she want to come to the show and talk with us. Okay.
Parking
yeah,
lot.
she's on tour right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
parking
She's
lot
on
Bad
tour
girl.
right now.
Yeah, I've
But
been
she
listening to her for.
really is. I've been
Yeah.
following her for the last 2 years since the pandemic.
Yeah,
And
I've been
I just
following her for
love
about
her.
a year. Anyway, let's get on with what we got.
America never intended black people to be here long term. They never intended us to be here long term. In their opinion, we have worn out our welcome. So to help usher us out the way, they're going to bring the migrants in to exhaust all of the remaining social services so there's none left for us. They're going to take over all of the available industry jobs, low pay and labor jobs, so there's nothing available for us. Asians have already been chosen by the white power structure to be the priority minority. So the Asians are set.
Yeah.
The Native Americans have their reservations. Latinos are the migrants. Indians are already doing well, East Indians. Arabs already have their stake. Who are the only people in America who do not control any part of the American economy? It's the American African. It's black folks. Look at the Indians, their share of the hotel market. Look at their share of the fast food markets. Look at the European Jews with the banking industry, the Asians with the import and export. If you look, there's a color on every sector of society. What sector of society do black people control? We can't say music and entertainment because although we are the raw product, we are not the controllers of those corporations. Look at hip hop. Most of that is controlled by Caucasians. Look at Hollywood, Caucasian. What do we own and control? And if we are going to survive this economically, black people need to come together and decide what part of the American economy are we going to corner and monopolize. Because it ain't about competition. It's about monopolization. People are trying to monopolize aspects of society. Nobody wants competition. What did John D. Rockefeller say? He said competition is a sin. And what did the Rockefellers do in order to take over the oil industry? They sabotaged all the competitors so there would be no competition. If you don't understand white supremacy, what it is and how it operates, nothing else will make sense to you in this society. The reason why those who are least interested in helping us fix our problem are the most celebrated is because they are the ones that are put out in front of our children to be celebrated. If you were not loyal to black people before you got rich, you definitely will not be loyal to black people after you get rich. But let's go further. During slavery, when a rebellious slave misbehaved, what would they do? They would put him out in front of all the slaves, and they would whip him and tar and feather him and lynch him as a message to the others. Every generation, white America makes a sacrifice of a black celebrity. Look at your entire life. I've been on the planet 45 years. Every generation of my life, every decade, white America finds a celebrity that they put out and destroy them as a reminder to LeBron and Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and everyone else. Jay-Z, Beyonce, don't forget, you might be a billionaire, but remember who helped you make that money. At the end of the day, y'all got the money, but we got the power. That's why they don't mind signing a $100 million contract. Because everybody in your circle is white. Your agent is white. Your lawyer is white. Your publicist is white. Your banker is white. The person selling you the car is white. So do you know what a black celebrity really is? He's a water sprinkler. He's a redistributor of white wealth. Because you can't use that money to help your own people. The reason they don't help us is because the white man has made it clear. Number one, white people will not support black people who are loyal to black folks. You cannot become a popular celebrity in America if you are unapologetic. It's impossible. You must do what? Compromise yourself in the presence of white folk. You must be an acceptable Negro. If you are not an acceptable Negro, they will destroy you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a lot of magic.
Perfect. Absolutely.
It makes so much sense.
I don't care what
Santa
they
Claus.
say about my brother Umar. He is, and that's the reason why they try to berate him. They try to say he's a radicalist and all of this type of stuff.
Womanizer.
But he is so real.
Yeah.
And what he said was 100% truth. We could leave right now and just everybody just give they 2 minutes of goodbyes and leave on what Dr. Umar said.
Yeah.
Right, Bernard, go ahead. Go ahead, Bernard.
Yeah. Hey, you're absolutely right. You know what, him is up and down, and whether he a womanizer or whatever he is, but I totally agree with everything this young man said, period. And at the end of the day, that's what they do. I don't care how much money you have. They gonna, at the end of the day, the Jews gonna take you down.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna take Pete Diddy down. They took R. Kelly down. They took Michael Jackson down. They took Bill Cosby down. They took O.J. Simpson down. They take anybody that think they beside themselves. Let me tell you something right now. Negroes, I don't care how much more, they got more power. So at the end of the day, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all of it, trust me, like they say, when the Fed knock on your door, they knocking on your door to say, hey, they already got you. So stop selling your soul out for money. And with these white folks and these Jews, at the end of the day, you're a puppet to them. Yep. You are a puppet. At the end of the day, you can't come knock on my goddamn door because you don't even know where I stay.
Well, it might be acceptable, Bernard, if they thought that since you're trying to use me, I'm going to use you. I'm going to make $1 billion and I'm going to uplift my people. But what they do is, because somebody's going to take the money. Somebody wants that status. So we talking to the wall. So what we need is people who are going to take the money and say, okay, well, let me uplift my people. Let me give $1 million to our black media. Let me give $1 million over here to this platform here. Let me give $1 million over here so we can uplift, bring in. See, but we don't do that. We don't stick together. There's no unity. We don't like each other. We've been taught this. Over the last 50 years, we've been institutionalized and brainwashed and controlled to think that we should not trust each other. You know?
Yeah.
We're gonna go a little longer than what we supposed to tonight because I got to get this other thing
mine
in.
Is short and sweet.
Promise to you, so y'all be real short. If anybody,
well, mine is short and sweet. I'm sorry I don't have the autonomous to do and run like others run, but I want to say this. Let me say it, okay? That's what Lamar Jackson was about. When his mama was his agent, they didn't want his mama to be the agent because he refused to give the money to the white world. And someone was telling LeBron James, you only rich. The man who signed his paycheck is wealthy. That's who got the money. LeBron make a lot of money. He's nothing but wealthy. Rich. The man who signed his paycheck is wealthy. That's all I want to say.
And Mr. Brown, let me tell you, I disagree with you with that. First of all, this is my opinion, and you got your opinion.
I just say no. I mean, you got the right to say what you choose.
Let me tell you something. LeBron is one of the most dedicated athletes to his community than Michael Jordan, Magic, than all of them. At the end of the day, when this brother he give at the end of the day. Let me tell you right now, the NBA is run by LeBron James. At the end of the damn day, it's a whole new generation. So when somebody come on me and criticize LeBron James, I'm gonna take up for him.
I'm not criticizing him.
I'm just saying this brother is all black, all the way to trust me. So
no. I was using that. I wasn't criticizing LeBron James.
Okay.
I understand he does tremendous black. His agent is black. Okay. Yes. I was just saying the man who still signed his paycheck is wealthy because he's signing LeBron paycheck.
Hey, LeBron signed his own paycheck. He signed his own paycheck. Believe me, this dude is the most powerful man that ever lived in the NBA. Whatever LeBron say to do, all of them gonna come right behind him and do it. Believe me. Trust me on that.
I'm not gonna get in. I was trying to make an example I should have maybe used another athlete because you not understanding or refuse to understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm simply saying the guys in the NBA with all $100 million, they are really rich. LeBron can be exceptional to the rule, but I'm saying I use him as an example, and I'm gonna still say it. He don't own an NBA team outright. He don't. Yeah. And the man who signed his paycheck is wealthy, and LeBron is rich.
Okay. LeBron is a billionaire. LeBron is the first black billionaire athlete ever. LeBron gonna own him a team after he retire. LeBron James will be the only player ever to have his son play on the same team they play on. So trust me, the boy, hey, you averaging 4.5 points a game in college. Now you're going to be one of the richest men in the world on the Los Angeles Lakers. Come on, do your research.
Dang, he came for you.
Muted.
He came for you real bad.
Look in the corner.
Oh,
y'all see that red thing up there where it say live?
Mm-hmm.
How much? What did it say? 157? No.
Yeah. 3
okay,
minutes.
y'all got to be respectful of that.
Okay, go.
Okay, yeah, once you go one time, don't go again. Let somebody else talk, then we can get on through the show. But next week we're gonna have the church and what else?
Okay, president.
And the president. We're gonna be the president. Okay, let's get the black economics.
The Pope and the president.
We'll get the black economics because I promise y'all this ain't but 2 minutes, and then we're gonna probably go about 2:15 today. And then we'll be finished. But we got to get this through because I promised it to you. We won't do before I go tonight because we're not going to have time unless y'all yield all your time to me.
You mentioned that blacks will be pretty much a permanent underclass in America by the year 2015. Why the year 2015? 2015 because what I've concluded from analysis is that there's going to be a converging of social factors nationally and internationally that's going to place blacks in a permanent status of underclasship. And we anticipate by that point in time, based on all the research that's coming to us, that the next generation of whites is going to be more anti-black than they've been since the civil rights movement. 2, we anticipate by the same token about 86 million Hispanics coming into the United States and about 41 million Asians by that point in time, which is going to kick black folk out of being the minority in the society down to a minority. We've been number 2 in the society for 400 years as a group. We're going to become number 4. And if we have not gotten anything after being number 2 for 400 years, you guess what's going to happen when we become number 4. Because at that point in time, all the new groups coming into America, they're coming in higher than we are because this country operates off of a preferential acceptance program, which means that groups are coming in based on skin color, going from the lightest down to the darkest, light, yellow, brown, black. And that's what our immigration laws are based on. And black folk would not be able to penetrate through those groups to get to the white society when that happens, because those groups owe us nothing. They don't understand our problems, and they're competitive with us, and we don't begin to be a little more aggressive about being in a competitive posture. They're going to
Sometimes I believe that black people are searching for a key to an unlocked door, that the door to opportunity is wide open and will cost you little to get in. The resources necessary to succeed in this country as Africans in America are here. We have everything we need to succeed except each other. We have money. Oh, we're not poor. We're just broke. Our money goes in one direction away from us. We've taken the art of consumption to a whole new level. We don't sell anything that we purchase, and we don't make anything that we buy. We just consume. We are a $1.1 trillion annual economy. If we were a nation, we would be the 16th richest nation in the entire world. I have traveled to every place that black people have been dispersed, brothers and sisters. I've been to South Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, West Africa, all over North Africa, and all over South America and the Caribbean. And there are no black people in the entire world doing better than we are.
Yep. Let's go.
Real deep.
No excuses. This is the informational age. This is the age of information. I don't care, as long as you can type the question and you can find the answer. If you know how to spell, you can find the answer. If you know how to type, you can find the answer. There's no excuse. excuse for nobody these days. It's no excuse.
You know, we need to if we want to strengthen our economics, first of all, we need to start pointing our children back to going into jobs, not jobs. We need to start pointing them back into the industries that made our ancestors needed. You know, welding, plumbing, electrical, all of these things
Blue
that
collars.
Yeah, you can do it for a while under a company, but then you can branch out and start your own company, you know. And then we need to, if you have good credit, Bernard, you need to do the same thing that the white folks have been doing forever. When your child turns 18, instead of the parties and all of that, you sit them down and you say, hey, I'm going to give you this gift that I wasn't given. I'm going to give you the gift of good credit. So I'm going to add your name to one of my credit cards, or maybe all of my credit cards, in order to boost your credit score.
Right.
So that then you can buy a house at 25. And I don't even want you to even think about leaving the house until you about 21, 22, because I want you to go from living in my house to living in your own home.
Yeah.
Period.
I want to say this here. Black folks, y'all be a damn fool if y'all don't tune in every Wednesday at 7 o'clock to our Black Media Network, because we give y'all information that y'all don't know. We tell y'all that y'all don't know, because half of y'all sit home and want to smoke that weed and all that stuff. Trust me, we have our opinion, and our opinion is our opinion, and everybody's opinion is different. But y'all tune in, share on the Rabble, 7 o'clock on Wednesday, in at 9. And that's all I got to say.
Mr. Brown?
I think at the end of the day, if you're going to be in the game, you have to know how it's played. There are some things called living trust. You can put it in. They don't have to pay capital gains if you die. You have to educate them about economic and wealth and how to handle it. And that's the problem. We don't sit down and educate them because we don't know ourselves. Because we think we know everything, we don't know everything. And that's a sad situation. Like I often say, y'all sometimes on the show might take it as a joke when I say the mind is like a parachute, only works when it open. Keep what you need and let it go. But what happened, a lot of time you don't take in nothing. And some of the key stuff is, if you're going to be in the game, you have to know how the economic game is played. And we don't know how to play it ourselves. We need to be educated to the fact that living trust is the way to go.
Robert, have the last word, please.
Oh, Lord. What? No, I think everybody said a good thing. And you know what we demonstrated, and this is why I love when Bernard is on. You know, we push each other to the brink, but what we've got to start doing at dinner tables and at parties and with our families is, it's okay to push people to the brink, but then you go out and have a beer afterwards. And so I wanted to point that out because, you know, we go there, but at the end of the day, y'all better not go there with us. No, I think we just model that way because, you know, Mr. Brown, we're gonna have you on Sunday. But on political spectrum, we rarely get riled up, so I think we're boring. But this is what you're supposed to do: is challenge each other.
Yeah. All love. It's nothing but love. It's nothing but love.
And that's what this show is about. We have to understand that we're not going to always agree. And what we have to do is bring the information to our listeners and our viewers and go from there. Even when we go to radio after a while, we'll be doing a radio broadcast, and these shows will be on the radio. So y'all just stand by, and this is where we're going with it. We bring information to our listeners and our viewers. So we're going to bypass a lot of stuff, but y'all stay tuned for next week, because next week we're going to have the church and who y'all want to be president and why, and y'all be ready to debate it, talk about it, talk back and forth with it, do all you want to do with it, and we're going to come and we're going to bring the fire. Y'all can get all the information y'all want. Bernard gonna cuss Robert out. Robert gonna cuss him.
Y'all need to invite the Honorable J. Jones on for this one.
You know,
Charlie Brown cuss me out and tell me I'm blowing hot air. So we have it all. Don't forget Lene Vinay, parking lot pimping. Y'all go and check her out. Parking lot pimping. All right, and she's on there every Friday. Y'all get that video and then send it to your friends. Those ones thinking about voting for Trump. Those ones who's thinking about, because listen, this is an important election. We say that about all elections, but really, this is a really important election. Yeah. And we have to really be mindful of what we're going to do, because there's no time to whiffle right now. And we need to, he won't be able to run again because he'd be too damn old, probably dead.
Did you send it to us, Julius, already? Did you send it to us?
Yeah,
okay.
I did. Yeah. All right. So that'll be it for us. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all stay tuned for tomorrow's shows. You have this one on the rerun and other shows on the rerun, but y'all stay tuned for tomorrow. We got Taking the Journey Together at 6 and Ebony Sports Reporters at 8. Y'all stay tuned. We love you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I like that.